Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand a very important question from the lead code is Alice and Bob playing a flower game. Okay, very first, what we have given is Alice and Bob are not playing on one flower, but a pair of flowers. Okay, so there are two flowers that we can one with the n petals, and there is what we have given. Yeah, we have given n. We have given uh, means there is two there are two flowers we can say where one we have is with n petals, right? And there is we have is another we have the m petals, right? And Alice and Bob choose a flower each time they pluck the petals, right? Means Alice one, Bob one, or two, and so on, right? We can say that. And they keep playing until all the petals are gone. Understand? Now what we need to do, we need to count how many pairs, let's suppose in xy, or you can take in iz, or you can take in av, right? With some conditions as there, so we will understand what the question is saying, that right? So I'll suggest you pause this video and go through the statement so you will understand clearly. Okay, let me read for you so it will be a little easy for you. Okay, the question saying that Alice and Bob are playing a turn based game on a field with two lanes of flower between them. There are x flowers in the first lane between Alice and Bob, y flowers in the second lane between them. As you can see, we have two lanes, couple of flowers we have, each one side is Alice and another is Bob. The question saying that the game proceeds as possible. How? Very first, Alice takes the first turn, right? He's here, okay, or she's here. In each turn, a player must choose either one of the lane, okay, and pick one flower from that side. I think you can consider Alice is here, is taken from here, and the Bob is taken from there, okay, and each turn they are taking. So at the end of the turn, if there are no flowers left at all, the current player captured their component and wins the games, right? And so we have given two integers n and m, and the task is to compute the number of possible pairs that is satisfy the conditions. Okay, so it is saying Alice must win the game according to the description rule. Very first, the number of x in the first lane must be in the range 1 to n, and the flower we have in the y is in the second lane must be have 1 to m. Means the number of m and n are different. If you consider this is n, this is m, right? So this will be different, or you can say m and n. You can extend that, and we have to return the possible pairs x and y that satisfy the conditions. Okay, so what we need to do, we have to find the number of possible pairs that can satisfy the condition, right? Means what makes the allies the winner if the game started with the iz, okay, we can say, or xy. Okay, so very first we should understand that the winner depends on what, it depends on odd or even, right, of I and j, correct, or xy. Let me tell you how. Consider this one. So try to understand. Okay, very first what we have given is we have given n, we have given, and we have given m, we have given. Okay, and what we need to count, we have to count how many pairs. You can take the xy, for example, or iz. I'll suggest I'll take the iz, because we are writing the code, it is easy to say iz, right? So we have to take how many pairs, I and j, how many pairs we have to find. Now you can say number of pairs, also. Okay, so how many pairs we have to find with the given n and m, we can say that is in the range. So m should always be greater than equal to 1, and it should be less than equal to n. where I'm talking about the I should be greater than equal to 1, and it should be less than equal to n. Similarly, j should be greater than what? Greater than equal to 1, and should be less than equal to m. Can we say that? Now we can say how many pairs we have to find, right? To make the, let's suppose there is allies, right? So allies uh, can be a winner, right? If the game started at IJ, we can say, okay. Now understand. So try to understand the intuition. Very first, the winner depends on what, right? Winner depends on what? The parity, we can say, right? Or we can say it's all depends on even, odd or even. Parity means what? It's all depend. The winner depends on parity, either odd or on the even. On, not on. We can say of the pair. We can say I plus j. Correct. Let's suppose. Try to understand. Very first, let's suppose if we have I plus j, and this is your odd. Okay. If I plus j is odd, it means what? Let's suppose allies wins. Okay. Similarly, we'll say if I plus j is even, then who will win? Bob will win. Bob wins, right? Why? Since see, allies always remove one, right? And C changes parity every turn, right? When C remove one, because it's an odd. When it's odd, if C changes parity every turn, right? Means C always remove ones, right? If C always removes ones, means C is changing the parity in the from odd to even. Now talk about the Bob. So Bob removes either one or two. There is two conditions for him because it's an even, right? But he can always keep the parity advantage because he has an even. So the final winner depends on what? The starting parity. Understand? What is we have given in the side starting parity? That depends on. So for this case, if you see we have n is 3 and m is 2, right? So the condition satisfies that, right? And that is why we'll say because the final answer depends on what? The starting parity. And a starting parity for allies is what we have is 3, and that is why he wins. So the following pairs condition satisfy and saying 1 2 3 2 2 1, whatever it have, right? So from 1 it is going to 3, as you can see, right? This is your I and this is j, right? And if you do the sum, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, here become 3 plus 2 is 5, 2 plus 1 is 3. Like that, there will be a pair. Understand? So we can say that. So you can also say mathematically, let's suppose how, let me clean it. So let's suppose we just need to count how many pairs, right? How many pairs we have? Have odd sum, we can say, right? Let's check. Very first, count of odd j equal to what? N plus 1 by 2. Can we say that? Similarly, we'll say count of even. Let's suppose call for I only first, right? And then we'll call for the j, because this way this is n is for I and j is for m. We have to write. So we'll take what? N by 2 we can take, right? Now talk about the j. Let's count of odd j we are taking. It means m plus 1, similarly it will become by 2, and similarly for the even case for j, right, is m by 2. Can we say that? We can say that. So for we can say I plus j, if it is odd, it means what? We have case 1 Case 1 when it is odd, right? When I odd and j even, right? Can we take in the case 2, we'll take this will be odd if count of even I and count of odd j, right? You can say, so these are these two conditions will become. Understand what I'm trying to say is there will be two case will be there. In the case 1, when I, for this one, for this case, when I means both are odd, right? Means when both are odd, means it will be winning, right? Winning case, right? And for that we'll say case 1 is odd I odd plus j even, right? And case 2 will be when I is even plus j is odd. Can we say that? Means very first this one and this one will go for case 1, and this one and this one will go for case 2, right? So we can write in a very simple line. I can say uh, if you want to find the total winning pairs, how we can find the total winning pairs? Just you say odd I, we can say, plus even j. Can we say that this is the first case? We'll do plus the not odd even I plus odd j. This is what we need to the sum, right? So this is what we have. Understand? So if we find the odd and even cases, right, we have all the data here, and we know the odd I is what? N plus 1 by 2, and this is what we have, even j. And even j is nothing but what? It is m by 2, correct? And for I'm writing for only this one. We should not do this. So for this case, we will say what we have given is n plus 1 by 2. We don't need to do anything, okay? And when we talk about the even I, it is nothing but n by 2, right? And similarly, we'll say we have odd j and even j, correct? So for the odd j, we know that we have m plus 1 by 2, and for even j we have is what? M by 2. If you'll put the values, you will get the data, right? So as we know that it will do all the sum, right? So n we have is 3 and m we have is 2. If you'll do all the sum, let's suppose we have 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus m is 2 by 2 plus 1 3 by 2. So I'll do the sum. You know that this is 2 will become 4 plus 3 plus 3. So this is 6, and this is what? 5 plus 3 is 6. 6 6 12 we have. Correct? So this will become 1, we can say, and like that we have to consider, okay? So somewhat 4 and 6 and 12. Yeah, I think 12 by 2 is coming 6. Okay, I did mistake. What mistake I have done, guys? What you need to do? So why it is coming 6 12? This is I understand, because I did little mistake. What you need to understand, just understand. till that it's everything is fine. Okay, but there is little changes you have to done, because we are finding the possible ways, right? Means it should be not the plus, it should be the multiply here, you know? Here and here will be multiply and this will be plus, you know. So we can find the possible pairs, right? And for that, if you put the values now, you will get the value. Let's suppose for the odd I, you will get what? One will be have what? It will be uh, the possibility is odd i's, or for the odd i's become what? Uh, we can take this value. Let's suppose 3 plus 1 by 2, right? And we'll get what? 4 by 2 is equal to 1, correct? Is equal to 2, right? Similarly, for the even j, will get what? So we can say this is coming 2. And for even case, if we'll put this one 3 by 2, so we'll consider is nothing but 1, right? 3 by 2, right? 3 by 2, n is coming what? This 3 and it is coming 2, so we'll say 1 point something is 1, right? Now consider, let me clean this part. Now consider this one, odd what you call odd j. Odd j is m plus 1 by 2, that is 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1, so this is coming 1. Then we have is even j is 2 by 2, m by 2 is coming 1, so this is coming 1, right? Now you just need to put the here, find the number of winning pairs. So if we'll put the winning pairs, very first is coming 2 into even j is 1, right? Plus we have to take even I is 1 into odd j is 1. So we can say 2 and this will become is 1 is equal to 3. Okay, so this is what I have done, right? I forget this one, I try to this one, right? You can say. Okay, so let's try to see how to implement it. So as I told you, very first we should write for the odd, right? Then for the even, right? And for the odd m, and for the even m, right? Means odd I and even I, odd j and odd uh, j, even j. All will first pair we have to multiply and you have to apply the second pair, right? And all will get the game. Just submit this. Okay, so that's all I have in this video. Let me know in the comment section that you like this video or not, and if you any improvement is there, please put me in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe this Excel Funda and let me know in the comment section that you understood or not. Thank you for watching this video.